Hey everybody, welcome to Camping with Steve. Doing some ordinary, regular, wholesome, refreshing camping tonight. And cars in the shop, they set me up with a really cool looking loaner. Get my kindling over to the fire. Oh. Got a high quality tent and I'm going to set this up right here. A lot of people think pegging is important when you're pitching a tent. But usually I just throw a heavy load in the bottom in case it starts blowing. I've always been satisfied. Oops, wrong hole. I hate air mattresses. But this one's cool. Use a power pack and it's got a built-in pump. We'll see how efficient that is. And how smoothly it goes. It just keeps rhythmically pulsing as the mattress comes to its full size. Convenient for filling this up? Absolutely. For now. It will lose pressure in the night as always. But yeah, I was expecting it to be about 6 inches. This is 12 inches deep, which is a little bit much for this tent to accept, but I squeezed it in. Wrong way. You don't want to confuse the front and the rear. This is set up and comfortable. There is another peg that goes through here, which is good because it's a little low, and if you're trying to get out in the middle of the night, it's always really painful getting your head caught in your fly. All you really need for camping is something to stay dry and a filthy blanket. This is camping, not the Catalina wine mixer.
I washed the blanket.
This is obviously too close to the campfire, but nice thing is, when you're not pegging, you can easily rearrange it so that you're more comfortable. Like so. Step 1's accomplished, and step 2, of course, is a delicious beverage. Usually that's beer, but I've been having a histamine problem and beer is a culprit, so drinking these Happy Dad seltzer things. They come in a bunch of different flavors. There's like fruit punch, there's grape, but today I'm gonna pop a cherry. Cheers everybody. 100 calories. This is an awesome campsite. Lindsey and I are camped here, and it's not a real campground. There's this app where ordinary people can just have extra property and make their own campsites and put them online, kind of like an Airbnb. And I like this concept, I like this setup. I'd like to do it myself, actually. But look, this is beautiful. We're just about in the prime time for leaves. All these beautiful glacial erratics there covered in moss and ferns. Absolutely, absolutely stunning place here. Looks like a bird was not too happy there, but we didn't bring garbage, so it's not our fault. Oh, those crows. Okay. Lindsey's domesticated the tent. Just about dusk and it's time to start building the fire. Beautiful firing. It's a little bit uneven, so I'll just get some rocks off here first before I light it. And that should hold the grill pretty nicely on this side. That's great. I'm gonna do a Lincoln log style fire starting technique. You can never have too much kindling. So the Lincoln log method, you stack your kindling like this or smaller branches, and there's a lot of airspace between them. So the filling in the middle is going to be some garbage from the car, and some newspapers, flyer here. And then for a fuse, I'll stick in some cotton from my antacid pill bottle into there. And it should be like the 4th of July in no time here. Okay, time to light my fire. Oh, that kind of goes up quick. Let's see. Oh. The house is burning down here. I'll get my normal sized logs ready to throw onto this inferno. Dr. Wood is here with the lumber. Let's see, could I possibly... There we go, that'll go. I do need to mention, there is no fire ban where I'm camping right now. We're not in Nova Scotia, if people think that we're there right now. We're traveling around a little bit, and there is definitely no fire ban where we are right now. So I was planning on filming a stealth video, and actually I got halfway through it, and they were playing a lot of loud copyrighted music in the business beside where I was camping. So lovely Lindsey and I decided to go out on our own little camping trip. She is here. She doesn't want to be an active character in the show, but she has no problem if she appears in the video, and I'm not going to hide the fact that she's here with me because I enjoy her company and we're having a great time. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm not trying to make this a lame camping channel where we do normal, regular, everyday camping. It's just this was what's available for this week, and we've got some pretty good plans coming up. Getting ready to cook some dinner here. It's got to be a Pavlovian response where I smell that campfire and all I want is hot dogs. But anything's going to be better than what we've been eating along the way. Restaurant food is really nice to have when you're on the road at first. Restaurants are either really nice, and I mean way too nice, when they start using words like hostess and reservation. I know I'm in the wrong place. So I go and find myself a normal restaurant with a nice big empty parking lot, huge menu, gigantic, bunch of decorations on the wall, loads of condiments on the tables, smells like bleach when you walk in, so you know it's clean. And that's what I look for when I go to a restaurant. And we found a few of those, but there are so many fancy ones out on the road these days. You know, they're using words like curate, locally sourced. I don't know what's going on these days, but we're gonna have a good old-fashioned meal tonight, right by the campfire. Making a classic thing I call cheesy beef steakwages. Throw a little oil down, some onions, fried onions, shaved ribeye. I like provolone or Cooper Sharp on there, on a soft roll, maybe a little cheese whiz. Just a thing we do. Simple seasoning: garlic, onion, black pepper, and sea salt. Provolone on there too. Now that's a good steak, which just might cook another. Lindsey put a little cheese whiz on hers. How was your cheesy beefy steak witch?
It was so good. I don't think I've ever had a sandwich that good in my life.
So I'm chilling by the fire. Lindsey's already in the tent for the night. It's a beautiful evening. Nighttime is nature's air conditioning, which is a great thing because I like to sleep in the nice, cool air. Actually, I like my bedroom in the wintertime slightly below freezing. I just keep the window open and nature does its magic. Just getting everything cleaned up here so I don't attract any wildlife. And I bought store-made buns. Now I love fresh buns. These were fairly fresh. And I would love to bake my own, but on a camping trip, you know, how are you supposed to put a bun in the oven? It's a dark one tonight. They say it's always darkest before the dawn, but if you light your own campfire and keep it going, it never really gets that dark. When I'm camping in a tent, I usually like to tarp it up real good before I slide in for the night, because I don't want to wake up from a dream all wet. But there is a high pressure system moving in, which means it might be a little nippy, but maybe a sprinkle or two, but I'm not expecting many inches tonight. Fire's pretty much out there, and I'm gonna crawl into bed. Everything's looking nice and cozy in there, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Morning, everybody. It's not a bad sleep. A great sleep, actually. Lindsey's up and at it early this morning because she went to bed before me. We burned all the firewood last night, so she grabbed some morning wood so we can have our breakfast. I'm just gonna get myself up here, get ready, and begin the beautiful day. Lindsey's manufacturing breakfast, so I'm gonna put the filthy blankets back in the car, take this down so we can make a good escape out of here in a timely manner. With the current state of technologies, these power packs are being used for a lot of things, and there has been a lot of technology I've seen in air mattresses over the years, ranging from built-in pumps that you pump with your foot, ones that you got to plug in right into a car's cigarette lighter part. And this one, it seems to be just a knob that you turn. You can plug in the power pack, and I don't know if it uses the fan to suction out the air or just my weight, but they got to work on the technology of keeping the air inside the mattress. That's what you start with, and then you work on the fancy pumps and stuff. But we'll get this out of here and take down this tent. It should go quick. On this one, yeah, plugging it in does make the difference. See, air goes in, air goes out. We're living in the future. I hate to admit it, but that suctioned out the air pretty good. Looks like it's even got one of these manual fill holes for when the pump breaks. Well done, Intex. Well done. Yeah, because nobody can ever possibly remember how the tent was folded, my little trick is to get it the same thickness as the bag and roll it that way. So usually I fold in two sides, then I fold it over in half and roll it up and pray it's going to fit in the bag. Back in the bag with the poles and the fly, everything just like that. Good stuff. The fine engineers of Ozark Trail have figured out a tent that fits back in the bag. Lindsey made a fine breakfast plate. Forgot forks, so crispy bacon works. Of course I forgot forks, right? It's not like I go camping once in a while. I guess the thing was, I didn't anticipate having breakfast because that's a little unusual. But when you don't have to get out of the campsite right at dawn and sneak out worrying about security guards and getting caught and stuff, it makes it a thoroughly relaxing experience. Thank you guys for indulging me on a normal, regular, basic camp. I had a good time. Lindsey had a good time. She's just getting the car ready, but that's what she said. And make sure that fire's good out, and I'll just walk around really quick. I want to be sure that we're leaving this place better than when we found it, because yeah, this is just somebody's property. There aren't any like real staff or employees. They just have one site here, so there's no staff on hand, and you know, you don't want to leave it on the staff anyways. Their job's tough enough. Some campers can be a bit of a nuisance, and we don't want to be a nuisance, so just pick everything up and get on out of here. Looks good, better than we found it. Awesome relaxing evening, and there is stealth and projects coming, but this one was what was available to us to film this week. So apologies to those that just watch for the stealth. Actually, you have long since stopped watching if you're just here for the stealth. You probably didn't even click on this, which is okay. I understand. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and start planning the next videos. Cheers everybody, and thank you for camping with Steve and Lindsey.